Okay, so last meeting we discussed okay, history, no? We continued with our history and we introduced a new computer called ENIAC and the role of Alan Turing in computer science during World War II. Okay, so we follow. We are discussing it because we will also discuss we are explaining, no, the evolution of the electronic computers, no? Because before that most of them were mechanical, no? Okay, even the bomb, no, and no, I think the bomb is electromechanical, no? And Manchester baby, most of them are mostly mechanical, no? And then the first electronic computer which was introduced, no, although the first electronic binary computer is considered was the ABC computer, no, but in contention for a very long time was ENIAC. It's called electronic numerical integrator and calculator, no? ENIAC. There's a controversy behind ENIAC, no? That's why it was not awarded the patent of being the first electronic computer. Okay. It was ABC that was the ABC computer, which was considered to be the first electronic binary computer in America as awarded by a court, no, in the US. Okay, and then later we'll proceed with the IAS machine instruction set. For the moment, we will discuss the assignment. Okay. So I will open the link, no, for the answer to the assignment. Later, after I've discussed it, okay. So the others from the other classes will also have to solve them themselves. Now, before I proceed, no, there was a question on whether what will happen if you have written a different program, a different version, and you got the same result. There's no problem because programs will always be different, will not always be the same. Okay, programming is an art, no? So the way you program it depends on your preference. Okay, so generally, as long as it's accurate, no, it produces the accurate result, then it should be correct. Okay, any questions so far? Yeah. So the solution I'm presenting you is may not only be the correct answer, no? There may be other solutions, but don't worry because I'm going to check your assignment. I'm going to read them one by one. Okay? Any questions so far? So, before we explain the sum of the first four numbers, no? We have here the fourth factorial, the same fourth factorial without loop. Okay? The sum of the first n numbers. No? Now, who tried to change this? So halos pareho lang, di ba? Only the first is the same and the succeeding times are converted into plus, okay? So the same times is used here in the beginning and the succeeding multiplications are converted into plus. Samoras is in the waiting room, okay? I need to configure this, no? Kasi Samoras. Yeah. Waiting room. Next time you log in with your full name, no? So I don't have to use a waiting room.
Hello, sir.
Yes, good morning. Okay. I will reconfigure the waiting room as well. So you take note of the difference. This is the fourth factorial. We only retain the times, the first times, no? Because this is just used to set up the initial value, okay? And then the succeeding, the minus, remember, is used to compute the next multiplier, right? So in our version, we use this also as the next addend. Do you follow? And the next times, which computes for the next multiplier, we use a plus to add, no? Rather, partial product, no? So this computes the next partial product. So instead of using times, we do a plus to compute the partial sum. Okay, can we trace this now? So if you have a different version, don't worry, no? Kasi you can start with 1 instead of starting at 4. Do you follow? This version starts with the number 4. Okay, but you can start the other way around if you're innovative enough, no? You can do your own style, no? And start with 1 instead of 4. No? Langones. I have to check this, no? Kasi baka malimutan ko.
Morning, sir. Langonas present.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So, balik na tayo, no? So as I have said, this is the sum of the first 4 numbers. This is the very much the same version, no? And instead of using times, we use plus in the succeeding, ano? Okay? Did you follow? So the first times is just a setup. Okay? So N004, this will become 4, and N001, 1, and N002, 1. Okay? This is our partial sum. Sorry. Okay, the times is used to set up the initial values. Okay, times L002, so this becomes 1, and L00, this is 4. Okay, wala pa tayong ano, no? So we don't need a run-up lever. Okay, do you follow? So the times, this will become 4, and S002, this becomes 4. That's our initial sum. Okay, this sets up our initial sum. Okay, minus. So this will compute our next addend. Okay. So this is 4 minus 1, which is our decrement. So this becomes 3, and we store it to 0, 0. So this becomes our next addend. Okay. Do you follow? Any questions so far? So we add now to compute our next partial sum, plus of L002, which is 4, L00, which is our next addend, which is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. And S002, which store this as our partial sum, this becomes 7. Okay. Do you follow? Minus again to compute the next addend. So 0, 0 is 3 minus 1, okay, because 1, right? It's 1, it's always 1, it's 1 here. Okay. So, and then 3 minus 2, this 1 becomes 2, and this is our next sum, rather next addend. So we store it here. Okay. Do you follow? Okay. So 4 plus 3, 7. Plus 2, 9, plus 1, 10. Our result should be 10. Okay. So plus, this is used to compute the next partial sum. Okay. Plus of L002, which is, what is L002? L002 is 7. That's correct. No? Okay. And then what is L00? Our next partial, rather addend, which is 2. This becomes 9. Okay. And we store it here. This becomes 9. Okay. That's good. No? 2 from Zamora's. Okay. What's the next thing to do? Compute the next addend. So that's why we minus of L002, which is 2. L001 is 1. That's always 1. It's 2 here now. Okay. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. And we compute the next addend, store it here. This is 1. Okay. Compute the next partial sum. What is L002? 9. Okay. L00, which is our next addend, it is 1. Okay. 9 plus 1, this is 10. Our next partial sum is You follow? And we PBH. Okay. We got the correct that sum. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 10. Okay. So we can cut this short to compute the last three numbers, right? Tanggalin natin itong 27 hanggang pa. Kasi, no. Hindi pala because we started at 4. We can cut this short, no? Because we have to change. We want to use this for our averaging. So how do you suggest we do this? Everyone? How do we suggest we do this? Anyone? Sino yung last dumating? Isang oras ba?
Yes, sir.
So, how do you suggest we do this? The average?
Maglagay pa ng isang variable for the divisor.
And then? That's correct.
That would be, this is the sum of first three number, average of first three, sir, no?
Yes.
So yung bagong variable kay 3, para di mawala yung 3.
Yes. Because we will use it at the bottom. Diba?
Sir,
Like here,
for the
if you are
divisor.
going to use the 4 here, this 4 is gone, right?
Yes,
At the
sir.
bottom, this is already gone. And then instead of using 4, we use 3. Okay,
Opo.
right? So kasi nawala ito eh. So yeah, let's try to do that. No? And then at the end, we're going to do. Okay? Ito lang naman eh, nilagay lang natin siya sa 3. You can use anything, no? You can do any way, no? In this case, we might differ. Okay, so we have N003, and then we have N001, and we have N0021. But our average divisor, we will store it here. It's up to you where you store it, okay? You may have a different version, okay? So what we will do is when we multiply the first, we are going to store it to our average divisor here so that it's not gone. Zamoras, is this your approach?
Opo, sir.
So pwede naman sa taas, di ba? We have Puntino going in. Okay, so ito lang difference, no? One line, we just added it here. You may put it here, no? It's up to you, no? Okay. Pwede ka magdagdag ng isang linya dyan, okay? It's up to you, no? Anyway, it's still correct. So we have the same thing, right? Do we have to trace this again? Or we just go back to the bottom, we go to the bottom? We go to the bottom na lang, okay? Dito. 3 plus 2 plus ano, it becomes 6. That's our last division, right? Okay.
Opo, sir.
That's correct. And then what we'll do, we'll just divide by the one we have at 2, which is our last partial sum, with the divisor which we saved. Okay, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then we'll store it at 002, and we do a PBH. Right? So simple logic, right? But you need this, no? This is a simple exercise, but you need this to do this in when you're writing programs. In fact, when we go to the IAS, no, this same approach may not apply because there's a different instruction set. There's a different set of instructions. Okay, can we now proceed to the to the loop version? Now, if you have read the documentation on the IAS, no, that's why there's a CB11 and there's no minus here, because actually, the documentation reads that it starts counting from the next, no. So in my case, I have used this, no, and I did not, because it's much simpler. But anyway, some of you will use CB12. Okay, I'll consider that anyway, no. CB12 yung nandito because the counting will actually start here. You follow? I have already explained this, no? This is the same factorial program. Okay? if you look at this, no, this is exactly the same factorial program, but uses addition. Okay, uses addition instead of multiplication, and it has that extra step to store the divisor at variable 3. They follow so that it's not lost at the end, because it will be lost at the end. So n00 to 3, this will become 3. This is n0011 is 1, and n00 to 1 is 1. No? We set up the initial values times, times of L002, which is 1, and L003, 00, which is 3. So this becomes 3. Okay, and we store it as our next partial sum. Okay, 1 plus which is 3, and dito no, that's the next partial sum, and we should store it also as our final divisor, average divisor. Okay, okay, and the rest is just the same, no, pareho na ito sa factorial. Instead of the times here, we are using a plus. Okay, and at the bottom we are dividing. Okay, before we do a PBH. Is that clear enough? Do you follow? Okay. So let's trace this anyway. We do a minus to compute the next partial sum. L002 is 3. L001 is 1. So 3 minus 2 is 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay. Let's have a run up lever. Okay. Okay. Ito natin ilagay. Because we are going to do a loop. Okay. So we are going to store this as 0, 0. So this is our next addend. Our partial sum now is currently is 3. Do you follow? So what is the run-up lever here? It's a 0, right? Okay. And then we do a sum to compute the next partial sum. L002 is 3, right? It's 3. So it's 3. And L00 is not 3. It's 2. 3 plus 2. If it's axis ito, no? So 3 plus 2, this becomes 5. Okay. What happens to the run-up lever? Arabella says 0. Yeah, that is correct. No? It's 0 because it's 5. And then S002, so a 5 here will be stored as the next partial sum. Sorry, 5. Okay. Do you follow? Can we proceed now? Now we compute for, we check if we terminate the loop or not. Minus L001, which is 1. That's always 1, right? And L00, what is L00? This is 2. Okay, 2. 1 minus 2 is -1. That's the egress axis. What's the run-up lever here? 1. Okay, that's correct because it's a negative value. Now, some of you will have CB11 or CB12, no? It's okay, no? It's my mistake anyway, no? Because the original code does not have this. So anyway, what will we do? Shall we proceed to the divide or we'll go back? Forward or backward? Alineo, you're here, no? Where do we move? Miguel, say Miguel. You're the next one in the message. The last comer. Go back. Okay. Because the run-up lever is negative, is 1. So we'll go back to the next pass here. Wala tayong last values anyway, no? Memorize na lang natin. Next addend, partial sum is 2 and 3. Next, yeah. Ano na lang natin, sulat na lang. The next addend is 2. This is 1. This is 3. The average divisor is 3. Okay. So L00, we are going to compute the next sum. The next addend. Ano nangyari sa partial sum? 5 pala, I'm sorry. No? Next partial sum is 5. Okay? Tama na ba? Tama na. The next addend is 2. 1, 3 plus 2. No, the next addend is 1, should be 1. Hindi natin na-store, no? Kasi 2 ito eh, no? 3 plus 2. So S002 is 5. No? S00 is 2. Wala pa pala, no? That's the next addend, but we are still going to subtract it anyway, no? We will compute the next addend first. So L00 is 2. What is 001? It's always 1. So this becomes 1. Okay? And we store it to S00, this becomes 1. That's the next addend. Okay? Okay. And then we compute the next partial sum. What is L002? Anyone? 5. L00, the next addend, 1. 5 plus 1, 6. S002, so 6 now is our next partial sum. 6. Do you follow? Okay, so we have 3 plus 2 plus 1, that's 6. Now we check the loop. Okay, so the next addend is 1. Check the loop. L001, which is what? The standard decrement. And L00 is 1, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. So mali, I'm sorry na. Baligtad yung aking ano. You have to move here. Mali ang pagkalagay na. Pero rin, mali rin pagkalagay. Ito dapat. Ito na lang. 2, 1. 2 minus 1, 1. Run flavor is 1. Okay. Tama na, no? 5 plus 1 is 6. We store it at 002. So this becomes 6. Okay. And then L001. What is L001? That's the standard of decrement of 1. Okay. L00, which is also 1. Okay. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. What's the run-up lever here? 0 or 1? Run-up lever. Okay, that's correct. It's 0 because it's now a 0. No? So where do we move? Forward or backward? Jimenez. Forward. Because the run-up lever is a 0. Sorry. 0 na tuloy. Okay. So we move forward. So now, which means we are going to terminate the loop. Because it's a condition for continuation. So we do a divide of L002. L002 is our partial sum, which is 6. 6. And L003 is our fixed divisor of 3. Okay. So this is our 6 divided by 3 is 2. Run-up lever for formality's sake is 0. Anyway, hindi naman tayo mag-CB, di ba? So It's not important. S002, our partial sum will become 2. Is our answer. And we do a PBH. Okay? Any questions? Celsius to Fahrenheit. What's the difference here? Diba, subtract 32 from degrees Fahrenheit, multiply it by 5/9. Dito, what do we do? We multiply the result with 9, divide it by 5, and plus 32. Do you follow? Okay. Times 9 divided by 5, plus 32. Okay, so this converts 200 Celsius to Fahrenheit. So N000 is 200. N001 is 9. This is our the multiplier. And N0025, which is our divisor. Okay, and 32, which is our addend. Okay. Times this. So 200 times 9 is 1,800. And then we store it to 0, 0, it becomes this. Divide it by 5, no? So 1,800 divided by 5 is 360. Tama ba? Kasi 180 yung divided by 10. We store it here. And then we add 32, so this becomes 32. 392. Okay? Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, so I'll upload this, no? And then I'll show the solution, okay? Saan yan? Ito, no? Okay. Do you see it already? Okay. Now I have another example, which is a grade computation. This is when you compute your raw score into a grade. Because later we are going to write a program to determine whether the grade is passing or failing. No? Do you follow? So ngayon, we are going to write the grade computation. Where is that? Wala pa pala, no? Wala na download. Nandyan na. Okay. What is this, no? Dali lang, no? This determines, no? This is an example. By the way, this now determines whether the program is passing or not, no? Is passing or failing. Meron na pala, no? Okay, do you follow? Okay. I'm not sure if this is for. Let's suspend this for the moment, no? So this is a program. Salamanca. Salamanca just came in. Nandito na pala, no? Anyway, no? This is a program which converts a score into a grade and determines whether the program is passing or failing. Do you follow? What do you consider a passing grade? 75 and above, right? Traditionally. Do you follow? So this is a simple example which implements if then else, di ba? You're doing programming right now? Everyone? Yes or no? Di ba? You're doing programming right now? Also this semester? Okay. So one important aspect is how do you do an if then else? If then else, not just looping but branching. In the IAS, we will use the same program, but this time we are going to, instead of using a CB, we'll use a CF. Okay? Any questions so far? No? So ganito na yun. How do you convert a score into a grade? The standard formula is score divided by items times quantity 100 minus base plus base. So in our case, no, the standard computation is 40 base. Okay, which means that a base determines the base grade, which means the lowest possible grade. The lowest possible grade is 40. Do you follow? Which means that nobody gets below 40. Okay. In a zero base, the lowest possible grade is 0. Okay. So we'll have it here. N0040, which stores our base. N000180, which stores our is this our that's our score, no? And items, which is 100 items, and we will also store the grade result here, no? And then we will use the variable 4 at the variable 5 to store a passing and variable 6 to store a failing. And our cutoff is N75 here, no? They follow? They follow? Which means that if the grade is passing, we will get the value here. If the grade is failing, we will get the value here. These are variables. Okay, this is our cutoff grade, which means a valid passing grade is 75. Okay, so maybe we'll have another example, no? Convert Celsius to Fahrenheit and then find out if somebody has a fever or not. Can we do that? What's the fever ba for people in Celsius? .4. So Fahrenheit to Celsius tayo. And then determine whether it is feverish or not. Okay? I'll explain that later. No? Simple example lang. And then we'll do that next meeting. Okay. Can I do that already na lang? Fahrenheit to Celsius, you already have. Yan, pagkatapos na, no? I'll have to explain this first. No? First, we are going to divide the score by the items, right? So divided by L001. What is L001? This is 50, which is the cross score. Okay. The items is 100. Mali yung 50 na, I'm sorry. No? Okay. So, i-divide natin. Cause this. Divided by this. Okay. That's 0.5. The run-up lever is 0. Okay. And then we store this to S003. So this is now 0.5. Our partial grade, which is 0.5. Okay. And then we are going to 100 minus base, because base is variable, right? We are going to deduct the base from 100, right? So what is L004? Which is 100. L00 is our base, which is 40. Okay. 100 minus 4, 40, 60. Now let's make a long story short. Okay. Okay. The run-up lever is 0. It's not important anyway, no? Because wala tayong CF. We store it to 007. These are temporary variable. No? This becomes 60. Okay. Because we are going to multiply the partial grade, which is 0.5, by 60. Right? 100 minus base. Do you follow? And then we do a times L003. Okay, what is L003? It's 0.5. L007, what is our temporary variable? Anyone? 6. No, yeah, that's 60. No? So 0.5 times 60, this becomes 30. Okay, the run-up lever is not important. And we store it to our partial grade, so this is our 30. Bakit mali ating grade? No? It's wrong. Because 30 plus 40 is only 70. Okay. 50 over 100 should be passing. Tama ba? What's our score? 50. $100 minus base is 60. Score over items is 0.5. 30. 40. Anyway, what's passing? Hindi pala passing ang 40, no? Ang 50, no? What's passing in Bandala and Salamanca? What's passing in kung 50 base, it's the passing in 100 is 60. That's correct, no? So 50 is a failing grade. Okay. So 30. So this is 30 now. Stored here. Then we proceed. We plus the base L00, which is our base, which is 40. Okay. And 003, which is our partial grade, which is 30. Do you agree, no? 30 to. They follow. And the base is 40. Our grade is 70. Do you follow? And we store it here. This becomes 70. That's the result. That's the actual grade. So if you get 50 out of 100 in a base 40, you're failing. Okay. John Noel is here. Mga absent. Si De Jesus na lang. Bandala, you're here, right? So si De Jesus na lang absent. Okay. Okay. So the grade we have is 70. Now, we will determine whether this is passing or not. Diba? So if it's passing, we will get the result from variable 5. It's failing, we will get the result from variable 6. Okay? Do you follow? So this program is actually a demonstration on how to do an if then else. Okay? So Bandala, did you know our new credentials? Okay, you're aware of the credentials already, no? Okay, we do at first we do a times of 006 and 005. Okay, we just assume that it's a 0, no? Bakit no, it should not be 005. 008, which is our cutoff, and 003. Okay, we assume that it's failing first, no? We do a times, which is 006, 0, no? And passing, which is 1. Okay. So this is a 0 times of, we store it the result to 9, so it's a 0, right? 0 times 1 is a 0. CF4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. You can do either a CF4 or a CF3, no? It's okay for me, no? Kasi mali nga yung aking na example. Okay? Minus. Okay. L008. What's L008? Our cutoff, which is 75. Okay? Questions? L003, which is our resulting grade. We're trying to find out which one is bigger, 75 or 70. 70 minus 75, we have 5. So this should be a failing result. Okay? 70 minus 5, which is our run-up lever is 0. Do you follow? Do you follow? Do you get my point? Now, are we going to move forward or backward? Anyone? Are we going to move forward? Are we going to skip 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you follow? Do you follow? Where are we going to go? On 38 or on 35? 35. Because the run-up lever is 0. We are not going to skip. So what is going to be printed? The last result, which is 0. Which means that the grade is failing. Do you follow? Do you follow? Okay. What if we have a 60? Dapat i-76 lang natin yung no? Kasi kung 60, no, 74. 74.999. Our cutoff should not be 75, but 74.9999. Okay? 74.99 lang. Para kung if you get a 60, you should get a positive value. Okay? Floating point, no? Floating point arithmetic, assuming, no? Okay. On the other hand, what will happen if we have here a 60? Do you follow? Okay. So this is 60, right? So 0.6 ito. So 0.6 ito. Okay. Okay. And then 60 ito. This is 0.6. equals 0.6 of 60, 36. So this is 36. Anyway, 76 na din naman pala, no? Okay. So this is 36. This is 40 plus 36. This is 76. So this our result. Our result is 76. Okay. Do you follow? Do you follow, everyone? Okay. And then this, the same thing, this will be 0. And then 75 minus 76. This is 74.99. Okay. Si minus natin. So negative 1.0. What's the run-up lever? Anyone? What's the run-up lever here? 1. Okay, because the last value is negative. Sorry, this is 1. Okay. What will we do? Skip or not? Skip or no skip? Anyone? Skip 4 times. No, if it's 5, it's okay. So what will we have? Times L005 is 1. With L005 is 1. It's 1, and we'll store it here. Okay. So, and then we do a PVH. What's the result? Passing or failing? Anyone? What's the result? Is it a passing grade or a failing grade? Pass. Okay. Do you follow? Okay. So if then else, no, it computes the grade and then finds out if it's passing or failing. Okay. So you will have a short assignment. Okay. To be passed on. When do we do this? Friday na lang, no? We will not discuss it on Wednesday because on Wednesday we will have a new lesson. Okay. But we will discuss it on Monday next week. Now, by the way, no, I may have a medical leave. I've already informed the department either on the 2nd or the 3rd. I want it done on Fiesta so that there will be we cannot skip so much classes. Okay. Basta I'm going to have a 1-week medical leave no, soon. I'm going to inform you ahead. Okay. What will happen? If there's not much classes to be skipped, I'm just going to give you an assignment. No? Kung sa tingin ko isang meeting lang because that's the advice of the department chair. No? Okay. Pwede pala ito hanggang Monday. No? This next assignment. Okay. Expand. No? Celsius. 36.4, 37.4 pala. No? Ang favorite. No? 37.5. No? Expand. Extend. Okay. What we'll do here is to write Fahrenheit Celsius conversion program. Then output 1 if the resulting temperature (37.5). In write the program, the whole program. Okay, do you follow? Any questions about this? Jesus is finally here. So everyone knows already now. So when is Monday? Next Monday? 11, no? August 11. At 8. Okay, simple assignment. Kent Cartoneros, can you clarify your question? Isend
Murag
me.
gibuhat nimo na Excel sir ba kay kwan pwede i-upload or pa sa pero na guide sa sir ba.
Yes, you can upload it here. Nandito na.
Sige po sir, thank you po.
Nandito na lahat, no? Okay, nandito na. It's the grade computation. Yeah, let me just save this, no? Upload ko na lang para ano, para sigurado, no? So the grade computation is already there. Okay, Kent? And you know, so you follow,
Sir,
no?
tanong.
Yes, what's the question? What's this?
Yung si Zamoras po.
Yes.
Yung sa Fahrenheit to Celsius na. So yung ginawa ko kasi, i-divide ko muna yung 9, then 5, then i-multiply ko sa Celsius na given. Okay lang ba yung ganun, sir?
Okay lang, okay lang. It doesn't matter, no?
Ah.
Kasi ganun nga, no? Programming is an art, no? Note, you may have, not all programs are the same, okay? It doesn't matter as long as you get the correct result in the end. And your computation is accurate. Okay?
Yes, sir, thank you.
So, dito sa ano sa Fahrenheit to Celsius, you use the same ano no computation and then you use the logic for grade computation. Do you follow? Ano ko muna, no? Let me schedule that properly because it's not on the right place. So, nandito, no? Ano, hindi pala ito, no? Is it the one? Bakit mali? Bakit nawala yung assignment? I'm sorry, let me look for it again. Dali lang, no? Let me review. Nawala yung aking... I put it in the wrong place. Ito, no? Dapat dito sa taas. It should be after the grade. Wala na, no? Doon na lang, no? Anyway, doon na lang kasi I'm having a hard time. Okay. Putting it in the right place. Anyway, it's very near, no? Ito, no? Do you follow? Okay. Write a Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion program. It will output 1 if the resulting temperature is above, no? Output 0 if otherwise, okay? Any questions? Okay, so the guide is there. Kent, Cantoneros, the guide is there, no? It's a grade computation program. I've already uploaded it. Okay. I will not introduce a new topic aside from this, no? Okay, if you have no questions, we will dismiss early. 9:10 tayo hanggang, di ba? Did I miss anyone? Anyone's attendance? Jesus, I've already checked. Oo, nawan na. Ito talaga si Lara Buster. I'm not sure if he proceeded. No, I think he dropped. Okay. See you on Wednesday. I'll upload the recording anyway, no? Okay. No new lessons. Anyway, we have 15 minutes more and I don't think it will be enough, no? Okay. Thanks for coming, everyone. Now, please take note of our new Zoom credentials. Okay. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you po,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ingat.
Thank you po,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Bye.